Hi guys, welcome back to another podcast, and in today's podcast we're going to be discussing what cards are you looking at for the recent card shows. So what cards are you looking to pick up? What cards are you looking to see? I've asked you the question, you give me your answers, so without further ado, let's jump straight into the podcast. Okay, so for Liverpool, PSG Forever says looking for youngsters that will play in the World Cup 2022. So Foden, Dusan Vlahovic and Pedri. Yep, three fantastic players, Foden especially. I've got a Optic. I've actually noticed the Optic rated rookie cards have decreased in value. That might be because a lot of people have got their cards back from PSA now and there's more of them. But it also might be because it's base and a lot of people are looking for parallels. Dusan Vlahovic, yeah, I sold a card of his recently. I'm not too big on Dusan Vlahovic. Like, he's a very exciting player. Obviously a striker. He's everything that you would look for in a player that you would look to kind of invest in. But at this point, I just don't see any more room for his base cards. Like, I wouldn't look at the rookie ticket anymore now. I mean, I picked one up for about, I think, less than 20 quid and then sold it recently. I can't remember now, 120 quid or something like that in an MGC 9. But yeah, I personally wouldn't pick up any of his cards now unless I saw some maybe the Chronicles parallel or any numbered cards. But yeah, Dusan Vlahovic is I'm sort of just leaving him at the moment because I just don't think there's that much more room his cards could grow. Maybe, but maybe not. Short term I'm talking about, long term there probably is. Pedri, obviously, yeah, I think he was absolutely brilliant in the Euros. I think he's going to be really crucial for the Spain team this time round. For Pedri cards, you probably want to be looking for the tops now. It's the only tops now that seems to keep going up in value. I think it's because it's his true rookie, but it's also got Messi high-fiving him. It's kind of the passing of the baton as Messi's now moved to PSG. But yeah, Pedri's an extremely exciting young player. Maybe you could look for something like his Mega Cracks, which is a little bit more rogue as a rookie, and they're very difficult to grade. So maybe if you find one that's in really, really good condition, Mega Cracks, get a 10. The population probably of 10s is quite low. I mean, the Ansu Fati Mega Cracks card was one of the hardest cards to gem. I opened up a box of Mega Cracks of the second year, it was the first edition, not the second edition. So Pedri was in the second edition, but I opened up the first edition. And the cards were just battered. The card quality is really poor for Mega Cracks, so they are fairly difficult to grade. A lot of the recent sets anyway. Harry Does Golf says a lot of Edouard Mendy, the goalkeeper for Chelsea. Interesting you're picking up goalkeepers. I'm assuming you're a Chelsea fan. I know goalkeepers are pretty much a terrible investment, unless you're probably looking at like Oliver Kahn, you're looking at Neuer, Buffon rookies. I mean, I picked up a Peter Schmeichel rookie, the Denmark sticker, and I picked it up for about a £5. So yeah, goalkeeper rookies, maybe a Zoff. Very, very hard to pick up. I mean, the only one that's going to have loads of value is probably Lev Yashin, who's pretty much considered the best goalkeeper of all time. And then Buffon's rookie holds some decent value as well. But yeah, Edouard Mendy could well be on the winning team if France win the World Cup. If France win the World Cup, he could well be on the winning team, so we'll have to see on that one. KDL Sports Card says Garland, Maxi, Ryan Gravenberch, Jalen Hurts and DeAndre Swift. Okay, interesting. So you've gone for basketball, football and American football. Darius Garland, obviously playing for the Cavs, extremely exciting player. I've sold both of my cards of his. I just think now is a good time to sell Darius Garland cards. I didn't want to hold on to them for too long, but he's someone that's very much in the conversation at the moment. Sold a couple of his cards and did well on those. Tyrese Maxey, Kentucky, came out of Kentucky, plays for the 76ers, I think it is. Very, very exciting player as well. Big rookie. I know he was someone that a lot of the people were watching, him and Emmanuel Quickly. I think they both came out of Kentucky actually. Those were the sort of the two guys that people were interested in. Those that weren't named, James Wiseman and Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball, of course. But yeah, it was actually quite a stacked draft class when you think about it now. But it just seems like every year is a stacked draft class. Gravenberch, obviously very, very exciting. I'd like to see how he does at the World Cup for the Netherlands. I think they're going to have a pretty strong team. Jalen Hurts, the QB for the Eagles, and then obviously DeAndre Swift as well, another American football player. So all recent rookies. I think Darius Garland, the oldest of all of those. But yeah, interesting. I like those. I like those players, and I've owned cards. I think pretty much of all of them. I potentially have owned a Swift card at one point, but I don't think I bought one. I might have just packed one for a Dom Russ product. Gilby Card says, just hoping to get over from Guernsey to one later in the year to experience one. Shout out to Gilby Cards in Guernsey. I think I've been to Guernsey and Jersey. So, yeah, you'll have to get the ferry over. Hopefully we'll see you at one of the card shows. The Gentry_card says, Messi rookies, Beckham Merlin 96, and early R9 cards and stickers. At the moment, I think you'll find those quite hard to find at UK card shows. I think eventually you'll see those. I personally own 7 Merlin 96 Beckham stickers, but I haven't yet had them from PSA, so at some point you'll see those in my showcase. Messi rookies, of course, I'd like to own a Messi rookie one day as well as you, by the sounds of things. 2004 is his rookie year, so you could look at the Mega Cracks, Monday Chromos, and any sort of, maybe the Champions League sticker from 2005 as well. Early R9 cards as well, so yeah, I'm very much interested in R9, in Ronaldo, but haven't really picked up that much of him myself either. I mean, LDN Cards actually picked up a really nice sticker of his recently. The sort of the one with the rainbow border. I can't remember what that one's called, but that's a really, really nice one. He picked that up in an SGC case as well. The only, I think, decent R9 card I own is the World Cup 2002 card, which actually I packed myself. I was buying France 98 stickers. No, I was buying Korea 2000. Yeah, I think it was Korea 2002 stickers to open up on the channel a long while ago, at the early part of my channel. I was picking up old World Cup stickers, so I picked up France 98 and Euro 2002, or World Cup, sorry, 2002. And the guy left a couple of actual card packs in the lot, so I bought the stickers, didn't think much of the card packs, but decided to open them up with the stickers, and I managed to pull this R9 card, which is a decent one, and it's in really, really good condition. So that's actually with PSA, so if that comes back at 10, I'll be delighted with that. But yeah, he's got lots of stickers. The PSV stickers are probably the ones that you're after. They're the rookies, but they do come with a bit of a hefty price tag. I'd say my favourite R9 card is definitely the like Nike promo one. It's not that common that I'm aware of, but I just think it's quite a unique one. French Footy Stickers says, hoping for some pre-modern, specifically R9. There you go. I think I've spoken enough about R9 now, but that's another vote for R9. MJT_football_card says, vintage with a fire. I know when I spoke to Jojo JMS at the card stand in the UK card show, London card show, there was a real lack of vintage. Hopefully that will increase. I'm always trying to look to sort of buy and sell vintage. At the moment, my plan is really to kind of move out of NFL, move out of not basketball too much, but I'm selling a lot of the rookie cards that I'm really kind of just trying to hold graded stuff. I'm even trying to sell some of the Jason Tatum cards that were kind of part of my PC, but I'm sort of saving that towards the wedding, and also trying to stag do as well, and then also trying to save lots of money, but then also have a small pool of stuff that I need to put into cards. But I have so much raw vintage that needs to get graded, so my kind of goal at the moment is to send 3 cards off to SGC a month, and then I'll have graded stuff that I'll be able to sell, because I really don't want to be selling raw vintage. I really want to have it graded and slabbed, and I think that would be really appealing at one of these card shows, is to be able to have things, even if it's authentic or if it's an SGC one. I think that's really I think I'll probably be one of the only people at the card shows that won't have or that will have vintage stuff that's graded. So that's where I'm trying to get to. So hopefully MJT_football cards, you will like my stand potentially in a year or two. It might take me a while, but I've got pre-modern and vintage stuff with I've even got I've got Bobby Moore stickers and a Bobby Charlton A and BC rookie with PSA, so that'd be good as well. MJT_football_cards also says, what shows are planned? London, Tottenham, and just those 2 in Cardiff so far. But it is only, February, so. UK_card show says, Messi. Yeah, fair enough, whether that's rookies or just anything from Messi. Northern Cards UK says, commons to complete sets, Boba auto, and England cards. So that's an interesting one. No one actually, up until this point, has said complete sets. First card show I went to, I was trying to look for Fulham parallels to kind of complete sets. You'd have to let me know what sets you're completing. I'd be interested to know about that. I know you're big into both baseball. You mentioned Boba there. A Boba auto would be nice. You might have to contact LDN Cards, because he's got a mini Gypsy Queen auto. I don't know if he still has that. He might have sold it. But I think he even graded that. So Northern Cards, you might have to hit up Mitch. He might still have that. But yeah, Boba auto would be nice. He's a shortstop. No, he's a baseman for the Blue Jays, Toronto Blue Jays. Aussie Autograph says UFC. Nice at the most recent London card show, I did see a lot of UFC, which I was really, really happy to see. There was loads of Hamzat, there was loads of McGregor, Chronicles stuff, numbered stuff, Prism Mortos. So yeah, there was a lot of UFC, which is really, really good to see. And I had some stuff as well. I had what did I have? Mainly a Sean O'Malley rookie, and then I think that might have been it. But I've got some Hamzat stuff with MGC as well. Which is due to come back. 1821 collectible says Cristiano Ronaldo. Very nice CR7. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me with some of the earlier stuff. Again, sort of 2003, 2004 as his rookie year. You might want to pick some of the Magic Box ink cards, shootout cards on the cheaper end, other than the kind of the Mega Cracks and the Mundi Chromo stuff. Brighton Card Break says rare Polar Peak cards and sealed wax. Nice. So Pete Alonso is another batsman for New York Mets. I actually have a card of his which I'm looking to give away, or I'm donating to the Cardiff Card Show as a part of the raffle. So that's numbered to 75, I think it is, in an MGC 9. And then sealed wax, in the previous podcast I talked about tips and tricks for a card show. Sealed wax was one of my tips and tricks. So whether that's to invest in and hold, or whether that's to sort of buy and resale, sealed wax is really cheap to pick up at shows, and it's definitely worth doing if you've got the money. Rob's _card _grading service. Sorry, Rob's _UK _grading service says 100% vintage. There's not many buyers in the market, especially in the UK. Deals. Yeah, totally agree, but there's not that much vintage at shows, unfortunately. Hopefully that does change. I mean, I'm only speaking out of experience for 2 shows that I've been to, but I'm sure there will be. There's not much graded vintage, but there's definitely a lot of kind of pre-modern and maybe raw vintage that you can find from certain sellers. Zach Collectibles says, oh wait, hang on, that's it. That is it. Okay, so that are all your answers. I've just gone on to another question there that I've asked, but that was all your answers on what you were picking up at card shows. Let me know down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube what you are looking to pick up at card shows you yourself, if you haven't answered on this video. In my opinion, what I'm looking to pick up is definitely football vintage. I think I've decided to kind of stay in that lane now. I don't really want to be picking up too much basketball and stuff. I would probably trade into, if someone was looking to trade things, then I would comp things up. If they were looking to swap something for like a KD card or a LeBron or something, I'll probably consider it. Tom Brady, Mahomes, that sort of thing. But other than that, I'm not really looking to like buy American sports now with cash. I'm mainly focusing on football vintage because it's kind of what I know, but it's also exciting, and it's the cards to me are like have something special about them. So yeah, definitely agree with a lot of you on the sort of the pre-modern and vintage stuff, although it's going to be hard to come by. I don't know whether that means that people are going to put their prices up at the card shows just because there's a lack of vintage there, but when I'll be selling vintage, I'll definitely be pricing it fairly, hopefully. But there we go. I hope you did enjoy this podcast. If you did, please do leave a nice review if you're listening to this on Spotify or iTunes. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do drop a big like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss a video, and I'll see you on the next Sports Cards UK podcast. Thanks very much.